Okay, so here we lay in the text and the grid, then some thumbnail work, chop it up into frames, and start plopping in 3D graphic backgrounds that I use for reference on these sets. My 3D sets are pretty simple and cheap. I build them myself and only detail them as much as I need for reference while drawing. Here I've just blocked in the basic shapes of the characters to figure out how things work. Now I'm starting to pencil in. Best thing about working digitally is resizing these things as you go, changing the emphasis in a composition. A lot of times I make my characters bigger than I first imagine them on the page. This angle is poor choice because her face is obscured by that hair. This hair is closer to what I eventually ended up having, but you'll see later on I cut it out and tried something else for a while. Well, she looks a little salty in that bottom left picture there. Guy on the saxophone is one of the earliest characters from our discussions about making a webcomic. He's just a bit character here, but that's Ray. Let's see, I made her a little more saucy, a little sassy smile there in the bottom left, and try to keep a little bit of her face showing. I think that's why I changed the hair there. Okay, now we're getting into some inking. So-called inking. Digitally it's all the same thing, but these are the clean lines. You get rid of all the searching lines. And let's see, just lots of drawing these bodies. Stairs. Drawing stairs sucks. The writers put a lot of stairs in these scripts. Alright, there you can see some changed hair. I don't know. Doesn't really look that good. We'll try it again later. Oh, see, this is all this curly Q stuff in the background. If I didn't have a set there to trace it, I would be bummed. Actually, those shapes came from drawing, though. Those were 2D drawings extruded into 3D shapes and then now turned back into 2D drawings. All right, here's sketching new hair in. I just thought it was too long and stuff, so I tried this for a while, but then I had to draw a bunch of other pages and I drew her hair totally different. So I had to come back later on and change this. Oh, here I'm trying shading in the background. I was going to see if I could color this a little differently, and so here I'm just trying some quick shading and coloring with a more painterly approach. In the end, I decided to go with the way I've been coloring the other Weird Luck pages, which here you see with the flat color, flat coloring approach that gradually builds some of the painterly details back into it. For a second there, you could see that strangely colored flat version. That's what we call color flats, and that hired out to a colorist who put in random colors to make things easier for me to select stuff. He'll put like a random color for all the skin colors for the different characters, or say like the hair for one character will be all one color. And then it won't be the right color, but it allowed me to select all that hair and drop in the colors I do need really quickly, and to use that as a selection layer when I go in and add this shading and highlights here. This part takes a while, but I really can't stand the colored art flat without any shading. I have to see some shading on it. You can't go too far into it though unless you start having conflict between the black line and the highlights. So it kind of come about, oh, there's the new hair, and that's the final page. Thanks for watching.